Hello everyone and welcome to the North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Holly Farms 250 Crown Royal Truck Series, a 60-lap event with 36 drivers here at North Wilkesboro for possibly the final time in the CRTS. Carson Bowers, a great run for this 25 team and Anj Auto to get him out on the pole, and alongside him is the number 28 of Eli Bright. Behind them is Jose Perez and DJ Gibson, two drivers who have really been showing some speed as of late, but DJ with this chase has really lost a lot, especially after Talladega's crash. 78 points down on Diego Yepez. Burkhart starts 5th in the number 26, but look who is in 6th. Diego Yepez crashed out at the Talladega race last week, giving Brady 15 points back, only 15 points back in the championship battle. But now Brady starting all the way back in 22nd position, and Matty Porta starting 27th. Those are the two drivers within a race. Diego's going to have to get knocked to the back in a hurry if those two in the further back want to contend for the title. But 36 trucks here nonetheless. This time it is at the daytime. Drivers complained about a very big lack of grip at night, so these teams are going to be running on a day track. It's just to see if there will be a difference. They did not bring out any traction compound for this weekend, but we are seeing if the trucks will be able to handle the Wilkesboro Speedway. If not, the track is scheduled for the DPDS next season. However, for the Crown Royal Truck Series and Mountain Dew Custom Series, unlikely to be on the schedules, barring what happens in this race. Due to that, last season's race had 30 laps of its 60 run under caution. That is why people are very concerned about the future in the CRTS for this track. Let's go down trackside for the commands. Bring you guys the command live from the North Wilkesboro Motor Speedway.
Drivers, start your engines.
Pepsi and the NSDCA have teamed up this season, bringing you the Pepsi Pole Award for the fastest qualifier in all 20 Crown Royal Truck Series races this season. Today it is Carson Bowers' second pole of the season, and this 25 team is looking for their first win in the Crown Royal Truck Series here at the North Wilkesboro Motor Speedway. 36 engines roar to life here at North Wilkesboro, and you see the exhaust flaring out from the side of those trucks. Carson Bowers, Eli Bright leading us down. It's a 3 Dodge 1-2-3, which is a nice thing after last week's Toyota dominant race. The Dodge is looking to fight back against those Toyotas this weekend, but Carson Bowers, a chase contender, 9th in points, 81 back. Pretty much you can write him out of this championship. He would have to win, and everyone behind him pretty much finished the rest of the field. The final 8 spots in reverse order of the point standings, and that's most likely not going to happen. So Bowers just running to get Anj Auto back on top after they have lost 6 trucks in the past 2 weeks. Bowers and Bright lead us down. Perez and Gibson, row number 2, 60 laps at North Wilkesboro. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing at the North Wilkesboro Motor Speedway. Into the corner they go, going up the track a little bit. You see Burkhart trying all over Jose Perez, but it is Carson Bowers pulling away. Turn 3 and 4 is a very dangerous corner. That is where we saw most of the crashes last season. And coming down the front straightaway, it's very slick, especially if you get higher up there. You see Eli Bright right there as they go 2x2, 3 wide. Couple cars going around, and already Gatlin Downey goes around off the bumper of Brady Burkhart. First caution is out here at North Wilkesboro. These guys racing it back to the line. Gatlin Downey the first one around, but the battle now back for third as Bright has cleared the 53 and 35. Now Jose trying to clear DJ Gibson. You see Yepez stuck up high, but Carson Bowers leads us back to the line. Brady's going to pound the wall back there, and Brady also gets Ryan Butcher, so the 99 already getting in a few crashes early on, and just 2 laps through this event already, and Ryan Butcher and Gatlin Downey, 2 drivers, have both been turned off of the front bumper of the 99. One thing to note here today, though, you see further back here, if we can find it, there it is at the very back. That number 63, that is Joseph Strigley driving for his own team. An unsponsored number 63, he's funding it out of his own pocket, so it'll be interesting to see how long they can last. Strigley was signed to CFRO, but as this team was started without Logan Cloud or Tip Foster's knowledge. CFRO is looking to actually back out of that contract for next season and let Strigley race on his own team, which is what Strigley has wanted to do. So it'll be interesting to follow that in the coming weeks. But Carson Bowers out in front in the 25, Eli Bright in the 28, and Jose Perez in the 35. Three of the strongest Dodges this season. They sit 1, 2, 3. We'll get you guys what happened, but on these early starts with Gatlin Downey and Ryan Butcher both being spun off of Brady Burkhart. And what happened here to start off was Gatlin Downey got wide, got sideways off the corner, and actually came down in front of Brady. They made contact. Same thing with Ryan Butcher, except the inverse. Brady goes wide, hits Ryan, and Ryan spins. We're under our first caution today here at North Wilkesboro. Lights on the pace truck go out here, lap 7 of 60, coming to lap 8 of 60 here. If you noted in the beginning of this race, it's only 37 miles around this I think it's 2/3 mile oval. The short track racing, not very many laps usually. 60 laps is what the fans wanted. They did not want to tear up any cars for an extra 20 laps, so the NSDCA has capped it at 60 laps just like last season, but that race did go as one of the longest last season at almost 40 minutes due to the amount of caution. 7 of 60 complete. We've already run 2/3 of the race so far under caution. Let's hope we don't go back to the 30 plus that we had last season. Bowers, Bright, and Perez lead us down. Burkhart, Gibson, your top 5. Green flags back in the air here at North Wilkesboro. We're going to look all the way back. Matty, Porta thrown to the inside. I think that might have been off of the bumper of the number 3, which I think is Austin Johnson this week. Yes, it is. So Porta gets some damage from that. So Porta and Burkhart definitely not making any allies on track. Eli Bright now all over the back of Bowers looking for the race lead. Look at Peter Onjak for Onjato. He's trying to tear through the field in that 44. Wants to get up to the front. Aiden tries to throw the block. He moves Aiden up the track. You also got Yepez going up high in the back. Talking real quick here, Larry Hagan. As trucks are down pit road, Eli Bright, Aiden Burkhart down pit road. Looks like some strategy trying to be played early on in this race, but with the amount of cautions, that's a pretty dumb strategy. Yepez bounces off the wall, but Larry Hagan in the 02 this week due to outside line sim racing pretty much going bankrupt, and they're going to have to sell a lot of equipment to stay afloat. The 02 is Larry Hagan. The 23 is John Dilks. Hagan gets the 02 ride because he is going to Texas Star Racing next season in the Mountain Dew Custom Series. Many trucks are down pit road. Jefferson's getting a piece of it. Maxwell Fies down pit road. Foster, Dilks. You got Bright. You got Burkhart. So some early strategy. Don't know what's going on here. Eli hopefully will not pull what happened at Richmond with these lap cars coming off. Alex Peters in the 00 this week. Tried to throw it up 3 wide. Not going to happen there. There's Yepez now stuck in the middle with Eli Bright. Now Mitchell Collins bounces off the wall as they go, but out in front, Carson Bowers pulling away. John Dilks very slow in the 23. I think there's an issue on the BK Racing number 23 for Dilks. Dilks is in this 23 because he will be going to TRD next season. Bowers out in the race lead. Cook is down pit road. Now Gibson makes the move for second on Perez. That is for position. Onjak up to 4th. Hagan up to 5th. Now you got the 24 Cody Goforth going a bit lower there. Everyone really starting to make North Wilkesboro chaotic. You see Burkhart, you see Porta at the back. Now they're just hoping something goes wrong with Yepez. Friesen hits pit road. Gibson, Perez out in front. AJ Jones, a lap car. But Carson, actually further back, Jefferson fighting his future teammate Larry Hagan, and they were getting into it coming off of turn number 4, but I think Jay just wanted that 5th position all his own. This is a good day for points if he can catch back up. Jefferson fell 51 points back after a DNF at Talladega, now trying to hang on with Larry Hagan. Now you got a battle for second. Jose Perez back to the inside of Gibson. Onjak 4th, Jefferson 5th. Eli Bright shoving Cloud all the way up the track. Eli is a lap down due to that pit stop. You got Aiden Burkhart, also a lap down. Now you got Morris. Look at all these Toyotas. Morris, last week's winner, Eves, Alex Peters, they're all right behind Yepez. Yepez might be worried about that. Toyota's trying to get that Ford out of the points lead. They tried last week and succeeded with getting him in a crash, but right now, heavy hit for Goforth coming off the corner, and you see still slick around the corner, but it looks like this track running a little bit better than it was last season. There you see John Dilks, but Bowers has absolutely pulled away 2.5 seconds over fellow championship contender DJ Gibson. Now Peter Onjak looking to get up into this battle. Now could be looking for a move on Jose Perez for the 3rd position, but he's trying to get around Jones and Friesen, who are lap trucks. You also got Jefferson, Hagan. There is Eli Bright. Cloud is 7th. Mitchell Collins in this 32. up to 8th. A great run in his first truck start at a short track. Up in 8th. Now you got Yepez 9th, Morris 10th. Goforth sits 11th. Alex Peters in 12th. Matthew Eves 13th. Cloud's going to go up. Scrapes the wall coming through the corner as everyone else is going around. Kukulon there. There is Camden Luca. The 13 this week is Jack Porkins, who will not be on DYI next season. And there's Strigley trying to move up some spots. Now right on the back bumper of Porta. Strigley up inside the top 20, doing very well for his first truck start on his own team. I guess North Wilkesboro would have been better for a debut than Atlanta or Kansas, because those tracks you'll definitely see a good amount of contenders at and a heavy reliance on equipment there. There you see Porta and Burkhart trying to get around Strigley, trying to move up to the front. There you see DeLello. He started at the back. Mike Cook, John Dilks there, but Carson Bowers out in front early, 20 of 60 complete here at North Wilkesboro. As they go, we'll go ahead and take you guys to our first commercial break here at North Wilkesboro. Bring you guys back to the action after this. Back live here at North Wilkesboro as a caution has come out, lap 22 of 60. It is Carson Bowers in it. You see Friesen, AJ Jones. Those are lap trucks that almost got hooked there. But now this will mean everyone will come down pit road. They should just about possibly make it to the end. Matthew Eves is destroyed in that 83. Zachary DeLello as well. Heartbreak for him. But it looks like everyone who stayed, or everyone who didn't come in under the green flag conditions, will be in this time around. You see Ray. Brady Burkhart's damaged, and that most likely will take him out of the championship hunt, especially with that damage being similar to Diego Yepez. Most likely will take him out. Yepez has damage too! Big implications for these guys. Where's Matty Porta? Paul Jackson smoking. Zachary DeLello smoking. Where is Matty Porta in that 20 team? Are they okay? Are they even on track anymore? There's Porta right there. He might be a championship contender at this point, because there's multiple drivers with damage. Paul Jackson. Brady is going to try to repair that truck. There you see Yepez pulling it on in that 77. This week he will try to finish the race, but Paul Jackson, that's going to be 2 DNFs in a row for him, and the pit stop's going crazy. There you see Porta. He's going to pick up some spots on Brady and Yepez. Brady, the team's not even going to repair it. DeLello out. Onjack is out with an engine issue, and that is now the 7th Onjado truck getting taken out in this one, or in the last 3 weeks, as Bowers is your race leader, though. But Peter Onjack, I saw there, had engine issues. He is now out of this one. There you see Maurice trying to pick some up. Matty Porta is going to be inside the top 10. There's Tip Foster. A lot of the lap trucks, at least they all pit, so they'll be going to the back. There's Brady with some heavy front-end damage to that 99. Diego Yepez damaged as well. So Matty Porta, honestly, if this 20 can pick up some spots, he might get himself back into the championship hunt. But Yepez and Burkhart both damaged. Here you also see Strigley. That's going to be bad for the pocketbook for them. Damage to them. Roger Ray. There's Aiden Burkhart and the field. Tip Foster in the 40 as well. Has some, I think, some minimal damage. Brady is now on pit road. Maybe he'll be the one driver going on and off of pit road the rest of this race, just trying to finish. It is some heavy damage, so we'll see if this 99 team will finally take it out. No, they're going to actually go on, try to repair it a little bit in that number 99. Hopefully they can just tear the hood off, get him back out there before he loses a lap. Yepez also damaged in this. We'll go ahead and see what happened, but it's Bowers, Gibson, Perez, Jefferson, and Alex Peters now inside the top 5 here at the Wilkesboro. And this is a very big crash, starting with Peter Onjack complaining about a loss of oil pressure in the 44, losing speed rapidly, tries to get down. Yepez runs into the back of him. Mitchell Collins kind of finishes him off, and then the whole field just comes rushing at him. You see Eves there, tries to get through. Jackson flies through. Porta, a great job saving it, and the 21 actually hits pretty hard. That, I believe, is Austin Murray this week. Another angle of Diego just getting into the back from spinning around. Cloud's going to get a piece of it. You see the outside line's also going to converge together. That's Strigley, Butcher, Burkhart. I think Kraft and DeLello actually made it cleanly. On board with Matty Porta after the seas parted for him. This is big in the championship hope for him, as Diego being involved in this crash. Porta getting through it pretty much scot-free. It's going to give him a good amount of points if he can hang on up there. Now Brady on board with him. He's not so lucky. Damaged in this one, running into the back of Ryan Butcher and Joseph Strigley, just hoping that he will be able to finish out this race ahead of Brady, ahead of Diego Yepez. On board with Peter is the 77. You see how fast he just shot in. Don't know what Diego is thinking. You see Morris actually get through, as well as the 71 and more of them. But we're under caution for the second time today here at North Wilkesboro in the Holly Farms 250, the North Wilkesboro Motor Speedway. Lights on the pace truck have gone out here. Edson, the 21, the 83, 57, 19, 44, 9. All out of this one now. We only have 19 trucks on the lead lap. A plethora down some laps. But Carson Bowers in the 25 leading us back around. DJ Gibson and Jose Perez, your top 3, with Jefferson and Alex Peters, your top 5. Cody Goforth, 6th, 7th, Jack Porkins, 8th, Blake Maurice, 9th, Larry Hagan, and 10th, Sebastian Kukulon. Coming around to halfway. At least we had some green flag laps this time. Bowers had a great big lead. Let's see if he can keep it again, as Gibson will be challenging him into turn 1. Green flags back in the air. Bowers up the track a little bit. Gibson not going to be there. Some contact, heavy contact between Porkins and Goforth. The rest of the field coming on around. Yepez getting shoved up the track. There's the 3, the 88. They could all be freight training him. So that's 77 with some heavy damage. Burkhart on pit road again. Looks like that's going to be his fate for the rest of this race. Peters real sideways there. But you see now Matty Porta, he's out there in 11th, starting to pick up some spots in that number 20, looking for some positions, looking for some points on Yepez. And now Burkhart definitely going to lose a lot in the standings. Maybe not a full race due to how many trucks are actually left. But Brady very slow at the back. Diego, though, has some heavy damage in that 77, so the last 2 weeks he's had damage. He will be dropping to the back, 18th now of all the lead lap drivers. That is 18th out of 18, but if he ends up going a lap down or crashing out again, could be big for everyone else. Look at this top 3, though. Bowers, Gibson, Perez, you got the 00. That 00 is the same truck that won last season. Aiden Burkhart's 18 became the 00, and it's now Alex Peters driving that truck looking for a win. He's up in 4th. Jefferson 5th, Porkins 6th, Goforth 7th, Maurice 8th, Porta up to 9th. So right now that's at least another 9 points over. Diego Yepez could be picking up some more as this race goes along, as we are now halfway through it. But Porta really, where did he come from in this championship hunt? And he might win the championship from this. Butcher now moves him out of the way, going to push him up with Sebastian Kukulon. There's Burkhart on pit road. Cloud and Bright are going to get together as Cloud tried to cut off Eli Bright. Also, all those trucks that were kept the lap down. Upside down goes Aiden Burkhart. Brady's going to stall on the apron. I think he's checking to see. I think he was checking to see if his brother was okay. But Aiden Burkhart upside down at North Wilkesboro. Roger Ray coming back out as well. But, oh my gosh. We'll see, and pit stops will happen again. Bowers and Gibson going to bring it down this time. Interesting strategy. Might be going for tires over anything, but that'll give Jose Perez the race lead. There's Sebastian Kukulon pulling down pit road. Now they're all fighting for spots up here. Porta gets, I think, might have been stuck staying out. Austin Johnson in the 3. He is just pacing around. There's the 63. There's Brady still with damage, but Aiden upside down. That is scary at a short track. You don't see that often. But Carson Bowers, Gibson, Sebastian Kukulon bringing it on down. Bowers and Gibson might be just trying to play a longer game, trying to top off on fuel, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to sit there, top off on fuel, and it looks like that's all they're going to do. Bowers and Gibson now, they got to wait, of course, for the field to get out, and I think that's how Gibson actually beat Bowers off pit road. Don't know how the NSDCA will rule that. But Jose Perez will take the race lead for Gatlin Downey Incorporated, and Alex Peters sitting second for Aiden Burkhart. Meanwhile, Aiden flipped over, and he's going to continue driving. And this is a big crash. Aiden gets flipped upside down. Camden Luca runs into the back of him and flipped up and over goes that 26. Somehow he continues driving. You see Brady on the bottom kind of stop and look at his brother on board with Brady as he was coming out of pit road. And you just see the 26 get flipped upside down. Heartache for him there, but Luca just ran into the back of that 26, got him into the outside wall. They bounced off, and the 26 flipped over. We'll bring you guys back to the action here in the Holly Farms 250 at North Wilkesboro. Lights on the pace truck have gone out here, and John Dilks will be leading us down, but he is a lap truck. It's Jose Perez now who's going to have to fend off some hungry drivers, and at this point in the race, 26 to go. Matty Porta up to the 9th position. Could pick up more on Diego Yepez, but it'll be interesting to see. Can Jose Perez hold on? How many more crashes will we see? This race has usually been a crash fest today and last season. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing once again in the Holly Farms 250. Now Perez stuck behind that 23. He has Peters all over the back of him. Look at Jack Porkins looking to be the third winner for DYI this season. Now you got Jose Perez. Caution is back out right away. Something's gone wrong. And Alex Peters looking for the race lead. Perez is going to be able to hang on with it, but already a caution. We didn't even get through this race. Sebastian Kukulon, it looks like Aiden Burkhart finally going to have that truck destroyed. There you see Yepez has already been passed by Bowers and Gibson. But it looks like, once again, Aiden Burkhart done and Sebastian Kukulon getting a piece of it. And Aiden Burkhart again also gets in this one. You see Sebastian Kukulon in 12 bouncing up and down the track into Aiden, and that will end Aiden's day. Kukulon, bit of heavy damage there on that restart with Carson Bowers, but Kukulon and Aiden bring out the third caution today. Lights on the pace truck go out once again here at North Wilkesboro. Going to be going back green with 18 laps to go. Jose Perez sits in the race lead with Alex Peters second. Jay Jefferson in third. Fourth is the 13 of Jack Porkins. Fifth, Cody Goforth. Sixth, Blake Maurice. Seventh, Ryan Butcher. Eighth, Larry Hagan. Ninth, Matty Porta. 10th, Brandon Morris. In 11th is not Eli Bright, it's Mitchell Collins. In 12th is Logan Cloud with some heavy damage. 13th is the number 25 of Bowers. 14th, Gibson. 15th, Yepez. 16th is the 3 of Austin Johnson. 17th, Alex Kraft. That is your drivers still on the lead lap. Coming down to take the green flag, Jose Perez, Alex Peters, Jay Jefferson leading us down. Let's get some green flag racing once again. And we're back in the air without a lap truck in front of us. Green flag is back in the air here at North Wilkesboro. Let's just make sure everyone makes it off of the corner this time, and that they do. Yepez actually getting roughed up by the 3 and 88 there. JRI trying to throw Diego out of here so Porta can gain the maximum points he can. Alex Peters now down on the inside of Perez looking for the race lead. Not going to happen. Jose Perez has been close to winning races so many times this season. Another flyby down the front straightaway to make sure everyone gets through at least semi-cleanly. Got a few coming sideways off of the corner, but nothing worse than that. Now you see Porta starting to drop back. Porta really needs to hold on, pick up some spots here, maybe hope that these guys all run out in front of him, because they did not, the ones that did not come down, which were everyone but Gibson and the number 25, that was Carson Bowers. Those guys are good on fuel now if they can last to the end. It is unknown. These guys are right on a fuel window, but Jose Perez out in front. Alex Peters second, Jefferson third, Porkins fourth, and Goforth fifth. Maurice sits sixth. Larry Hagan, Brandon Morris side by side for the 7th position. Up to the top 10 still is Matty Porta. He's looking for some moves on Ryan Butcher, Larry Hagan, Brandon Morris, Blake Maurice right in front of him. Caution is back out, and this one, Diego Yepez is back in it. Yepez in the 77 damaged in this one, and this is looking to be a classic North Wilkesboro race, just like last season. It looks like Strigley was also in it, but they're going to come around. Hopefully they do not hit Camden Luca, as there you see Luca. He was down pit road, but they'll come back around, stack them up for one more time here at North Wilkesboro. Hopefully just one more time under a restart, but we still have a lot of trucks left. Brady sits 25th. Yepez now 17th with much more damage. Hopefully, we could see Matty Porta put on a tear at the end here, because this is a great points day for him. Not much damage on the 20. Burkhart very damaged, and Diego losing some. So if Diego goes 1, 2, 3 laps down, if he goes down pit road and they get stuck on pit road doing repairs, that could be a big points day for Porta and throw him into the swing of things. Coming into this race, 37 back. As they run right now, with him in 10th, Diego in 7th, or 17th, Porta would only be 30 back still, but Brady would roughly be around him. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in these closing laps, but Diego in another crash. And Diego now is the one in this one once again. So Sebastian Kukulon gets into the side of him, spins him into the inside wall. Low damage for both drivers. A simple spin brings us to the 5th caution of the day. Once again, lights on the pace car have gone out. It is Perez in the lead. Peters second, Jefferson third, Porkins fourth, Goforth fifth, 6th Maurice, 7th Morris, 8th the 02 of Larry Hagan. Bright is a lap truck, but 9th and 10th, Butcher and Porta. 11th is Mitchell Collins. 12th now, DJ Gibson. 13th, Carson Bowers. 14th, Austin Johnson. 15th, Cloud. 16th, all the way back here, who is 16th? I think it's Alex Kraft. And 17th, Diego Yepez with even more damage. The field, Porta just hoping that Yepez gets some more damage in that 77, maybe enough to take him out. But we only have 9 laps to go. Coming around to take the green flag once again. Perez, can he hold on over Alex Peters, or will Peters bring that team 2 in a row? Green flag is back in the air. We're racing once again at North Wilkesboro. 9 laps to go. Please, let's get some green flag racing. Cloud gets shoved out by A.J. Jones. Matty Porta now getting shoved out by Mitchell Collins in that 32. Hopefully Collins will let that 20 go. No, he dives to the inside of him, trying to get a nose under Matty Porta. Porta just trying to get as many points as he can, and his alliance partner, Red Bull Motorsports, not going to let him. Here comes Carson Bowers now, looking for maybe a 3-wide move on Phi and other lap trucks. But Alex Peters is all over the back of Perez. Can this be the day Jose finally wins a race? Here comes Peters now on the bumper of the 35. To the inside he goes. And just like Aiden Burkhart last season, here comes the Xbox 00. Now he's in the race lead. Alex Peters for Shade Burkhart Racing, looking to go 2 in a row at Wilkesboro for this truck, this exact truck, and 2 in a row for this team this season. SBR has not won since Iowa. They won at Talladega last week, and now they're looking to win again. But GDI, Jose Perez has come runner-up so many times this season. Jose is looking for that opportunity. Further back, you got Goforth holding a bunch of them up. Porta still sitting just inside the top 10. Many more trucks fighting further back, all stacked together, and there's Yepez in 17th. Porta just trying to hang on. But coming around, there is 5 to go. The 00 trying to hang on over Jose Perez. You got Jack Porkins in 3rd. Peters hits the wall. That'll bring Perez back into this. But again, Jack Porkins in 3rd. DJ Curtis has won twice with the 13 team. It's been one of the strongest trucks this season out of the part-timers, and now he's up in 3rd. Jefferson 4th, just looking to pick up some spots, but I still don't think he will be close enough for a title hope. Neither for Blake Maurice. That DNF at Talladega really cost him. But Matty Porta in 10th should bring the gap to maybe about 30 points instead of 37. Brady has repaired the truck. He's 24th, so he's going to lose about another 7 on Diego, which will roughly be about 23, 24 points back. But SBR looking to win again, coming around to 3 laps to go. A caution right now ends this race, and that's what they're hoping for. Alex Peters in the race lead, looking to be the first driver to win in the 00 since Alexander Rowe last season at Watkins Glen. And oh yeah, that was also a part-time driver. Aiden Burkhart was unable to win this season. That's why he was not in the chase. That's why he was kicked out of the ride. Coming around, 2 laps to go. Alex Peters looking for it. Do they have enough fuel is the question. They should. Looking further back, Matty Porta, where has he gone? Porta is down pit road, and the points are going to go away for the 20 team, but that makes it much more worrying for these guys up front. The 20 and the 3 out of this one. Porta is going to lose all those points that he could have gained. Most likely will finish behind Yepez. White flag here at North Wilkesboro for Alex Peters. Porkins demolishes the wall, but Alex Peters in the 00 looking to take home the victory here just out of turn number 2. He just has to survive. Jose Perez too far behind, and Alex Peters for the 2nd time in a row for SBR, the 2nd time for this truck at North Wilkesboro. Alex Peters, first career win. He wins the Holly Farms 250 at North Wilkesboro. Porta is going to come home a disappointing outside of the top 15. There's Porta right there. I think Yepez hits the wall. He might lose some extra spots, but all of those guys, I believe, were on the lead lap. Yepez will end up with a 12th place finish. Matty Porta will come home 16th, so that'll put Porta back 1 race behind, and Brady Burkhart back again, 24 points behind Diego. But Alex Peters and the 00 team taking home a win in what is one of the most crash-filled races of the season. 2 races to go, Atlanta and Kansas. 2 tracks that Diego is one of the best at. Kansas, he's won the All-Star race he's almost won the All-Star race 2 years in a row. He's finished 2nd and 1st in the All-Star race, won it earlier this season. Atlanta, very strong at, and he almost won in season number 2. So, thank you guys for watching the Holly Farms 250 at North Wilkesboro. We'll bring you guys the action from Atlanta and Kansas for the finale races. Only 3 races left in all of the NSDCA series, with 1 at Kansas in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, and then Atlanta and Kansas for the Crown Royal Truck Series. 2 weeks to go in the NSDCA before we crown our champions, but Diego Yepez proving that he is one of the luckiest drivers in the garage. Matty Porta falls now a race behind Yepez, possibly taking him out of championship contention. So it's down to Brady at Atlanta and Kansas to try to bring it back up. SBR on a roll, though, with Matthew Eves and Alex Peters taking home some victories in the CRTS the past 2 weeks. Let's see if Brady will be able to add one next week at Atlanta. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time on the NSDCA.